You ready to go live?
Sure.
Are you?
Yeah.
Let's do it.
I guess.
I'm not living in Nebraska.
Yeah, I guess we had to cut Nebraska off the
want to go to list.
The places to live.
So good evening, everybody. How are you? Mike's. I think he said he was on vacation this week. So, hey, more power to him, right? So we are going to talk about
whatever you want to talk about.
Yeah, I got the wife back this week, so I don't have to work in the store without her. It was kind of hard last week.
Hi, Dan. Ty.
Running the auction, too, was hard.
Against the Army.
So, guys, please remember, if you want us to highlight your statement or question, please put 3 question marks in front of it so it can be more easily seen. As I run behind in the chat, I skip over a lot of the comments and just go to the question marks.
Kate can't pay attention.
So we have plenty of mods in the channel to help answer questions if they, if I miss it. So a lot of people to say hi because I'm going to miss saying hi.
Hello, Rhonda, Choking Ghost.
So let's see what we got here.
Amy.
We got a chat. Ooh, wow, look at that. What's that say? Oh, it actually highlighted that too.
Wow.
A viewer comments show up here. We got Against an Army here. Dale M.
Kevin Hawthorne.
I don't see Kevin. Where's he at?
You already passed him.
I passed him. I'm terrible.
Dale M. Danny Johnson. Against the Army. Wendy. Yeah. Adam Jam. Dale M. Ty McFadden.
And this is why I'm glad I don't live in Nebraska. It says, in Nebraska, it's illegal to be ugly in public. They would throw me in jail every time I walk.
I wonder if they mean like ugly, because some people say when people are like rude and stuff, that's ugly.
That could be. That
could be an ugly, man.
That's probably what they're saying.
Yeah. Otherwise, they'd have to have like a bunch of different judges determining.
They can't be on looks.
Are they too ugly? Do we need to find them?
Is there an age?
Yeah.
Is there an age? Here, let me make this bigger so we can see it now.
I've heard the saying where people are like, man, don't be so ugly.
Is there an age exemption in Nebraska is the question. Hello, Ty. How are you?
It's probably that. It's probably Amy Harrell. Don't be ugly. Don't be ugly to people.
Don't be rude. Rhonda's here.
Choking Ghost. Samsung Apple.
Big Rocky.
Sterling Cannabis. Yoke Fan.
I missed Sterling. There he is. He was blue. That's why I missed him.
I'm so blue. Paul is still bald.
So, I guess the question I got is, what do you guys think?
Hi,
Angel's back. Is it going to be better for me?
Guess who's back? Back again.
Angel's I don't know. Is it going to be better?
Friends. I mean, it's going to be better for you. I don't know if it's going to be better for me. Hi, Flying Dutchman.
So we got...
I know it's definitely going to be better for you.
Well, we got gold sitting at $3,324, and silver is just a touch under 36 at $35.98.
Yeah, might as well be 36.
Puts you at a GSR ratio, that's gold to silver ratio, of 92.61. It's closing in off that 100. That's a good thing. What's up there, Flying Dutchman?
You sounded like the weatherman or something.
It's closing in, yeah.
From the south, we have Angel Squirrel coming into the north. Over here.
I don't know about this girl. I don't know really what to talk about today. Give me some topics.
He was so bored. Hi, Matt Wing. He was so bored. He didn't have any type of entertainment. He didn't know what to do with himself.
I was sleeping off and on all day, night, whatever, when I wasn't working.
Thank you, Danny.
Matt Wing, what's up, my friend? How you doing? So, guys, yeah, please begin your questions and statements with 3 question marks so I can see it. And if you don't mind, that like would be much appreciated.
I'm definitely going to have to highlight this one.
Better than looking at Mike. She is much better than looking at Mike. I'm not going to lie about it.
Well, I should hope so. I would hate to think you'd like to look at your brother more than me.
We're probably close to the top of the peak here because it's, like I said, I just don't know what to talk about tonight. I mean, because silver is kind of stagnated around that 36 mark. Not a lot of activity. It did pick up a little yesterday, but then it just came right back down today. So Stocks are starting to go good though.
Yeah, the silver and gold market's just kind of going.
Yeah, gold's down. I've seen it fall as low as 3,300 today, but I've seen it like 3,350 too. It's just kind of staying right in that frame.
It's sort of like.
Oh yeah, Ty, I was taking a lot of naps, man.
Hi, Wolf Tracks.
What's up, Wolf Tracks? Oh, for you guys' info, since Wolf Tracks emailed me, I'm going to tell everybody our 4th of July holiday at the shop. We're not taking it.
Yeah, I mean, we're not going to do nothing, so.
Yeah, and our hours are only till 4 p.m. and then Wednesday through Friday and 10 to 2 on Saturday. So we're just going to work right through the holiday, our normal Wednesday through Friday, because we still got Monday and Tuesday off, so that's good for us.
Choking
and we're going to have auctions
Sunday, yeah.
Yeah, we're going to have an auction. It's not going to affect our auctions either.
Oh, is it buffering, Sterling? He said he can't watch. The buffering's killing him. Is it okay for everybody else? Love you, Sterling. Hi, Bearded Bob.
Sorry about that, Sterling, my friend. Angel, you forgot the 4th squirrel in your video. Oh, the one you showed me on your phone.
Oh, me. Well, yeah, there was 3 squirrels, but I didn't catch all 3 at the same time. But yeah, I should have put myself in the video.
Would have been another squirrel, that's for sure.
Yeah. The 4th squirrel.
So
I thought it said something about the 4th. I was thinking the 4th of July squirrel. So I was thinking, how could I put that in there? But it's the 4th.
Don't they got little programs to where you can sit there and
do what?
Put like outfits and change people's hair and stuff. Maybe put a 4th of July outfit, a flag on the squirrel.
Yeah, like
Dan, my friend, how are you?
Like Seeker does to you.
Yeah.
Seeker changes.
He just changes my shirt color all the time. How can gold be dropping while the bombs are dropping? Well, there's a lot of geopolitical tension out there right now. There's no doubt about that. But gold is pretty high comparative to silver, comparative to platinum and palladium, even with rhodium. Rhodium's been hovering around that $5,000-$6,000 mark per ounce, and this is the closest gold has been to it in a while. I mean, except for when it was down to 1,000, but then it was up to 30,000 too. So that's it beats to its own drum, my friend. That's all I can say. Gold. There's a lot of people that buy gold. Most of the investment in gold is not buying coins. It's in jewelry.
Yeah. And I'm naked.
And how many women or men are going to sell their jewelry unless they absolutely need the money? They buy it, they overpay for it when it's new, and they keep it forever, pass it down, and it just doesn't come back into the market. And that's pretty well why gold stays up. Because if people didn't keep the jewelry like
we got to have our bling.
Yeah, it wouldn't be as high as it is.
Hi, Henry.
It would be more sporadic like silver.
Hello, Henry O.
That's just my thoughts. Of course, I am just a guy, so you never know.
Yeah. Inkman, you need to get some more. You need to get some sleep, Inkman. What am I doing?
Oh, yeah. Obviously, you wasn't doing it.
What am I supposed to be doing? You're the one that did something. How much did that buffalo nickel? What?
I don't know.
Right there. Bet you.
How much did that buffalo nickel bet you? You know, and that's the thing. I put up a video.
Oh, he said net you.
It didn't net me nothing. I still got it.
We haven't sold it, so
I bought those nickel books from a customer. He watches us on YouTube. He brought them in. He sold them to me at a fair. Oh, I got an itch on my head. He sold them to me at a fair rate, the books, and I think I was fair compared to what I thought was in there. And I set them on my desk, and 2 weeks later, I'm like, man, I need to look through these. So I just started going through them, and I got to the one book, the first book, and I got to the 28S, and I'm like, oh, wow, cool. 2-feather. So I go to the next one over to the 29s. I'm like, I should make a video. So 2 weeks after I bought the books, I made a video. Cool. I made the intro to the video. 2 weeks after.
And then he had to wait.
Then I set the books back on the table across the room. And then 2 months later, I make the rest of the video after the coin explosion. Then I go make the rest of the video.
And then he had to wait till he wore the same shirt again.
Yeah, I had to wait till I wore the same shirt again to make the second part. And I'd worn it like 3 or 4 times since then. But yeah, it was 2 weeks and then another 2 months So yeah, it was a long process in making that video. Any 4th of July sales on $10 gold Indians? I don't even
Probably
think
not.
I don't have any store stock of $10 gold Indians. Talk about gold and silver. It's been a rough year. People think coin dealers got a boatload of money, but dudes, 6 months into the year, my stack consists of 1.2 ounces of gold and 20 ounces of silver.
Yeah. It's feast or famine.
Yeah, it's been a famine year this year. A lot of people think, oh, you're making all kinds of money. You're a dealer. Dealers do not have large margins, and when the sales are sporadic or the bullion goes down, then people come and buy it, then it goes up, and then you got to buy it back. It tends to cut in, and so personally, I've stacked less than $2,000 worth of stuff this year already. It's not like me.
I like
AGL.
I like both equally. I mean, actually, I don't know.
I like yellow.
I like yellow gold and silver.
See, yellow.
So, yeah, I most generally wear yellow gold or I wear silver because white gold is silver. So
next up, we have Samsung Apple.
Do you know if Silver Eagle's in lower production this year than the years past? They might be.
No, they'll never be as low as the early 90s. I don't think they'll ever get down to that 4 million.
Honestly, though, I think they
itch over here on the side.
I think they might possibly be lower because
a lot of
people this year are more likely to buy like backdate Eagles because you can get them cheaper.
Yeah, there could be an opportunity for them to be lower minted than previous 5 or 6 years.
Yeah.
But they're not going to be as low as like 2005 and back where they're under 10 million. I don't think they'll ever be that low.
But I don't think as many people ordered them because we've sold more backdates than...
Yeah, we've sold a lot of backdates. We got Adam Jam here. Safe to assume there are better margins on collectible coins.
Yes,
sir. There are better margins on collectible coins.
But it takes longer to sell the collectible coin.
I have coins. Now, remember, I've been in this business since 1975, since I was 8 years old, and then I became a dealer at 15. I have collectible coins that I bought in 1975.
Yeah.
There's some coins you buy and they just never sell.
Yeah.
And other coins you buy and the guy standing next to you when you bought it, standing next to the guy that sold it to you, he's ready to buy it.
And every once in a while you'll get lucky in that coin will like go way up in price, and then
and then you can make money. But generally, it's hard to sell collectibles.
Yeah,
the average collectible coin, you're going to hold at least 2 weeks to a month minimum, usually
up to 10 years.
Well, usually sometimes longer than that.
Yeah.
I mean, but some coins you choose not to sell too. But I definitely had a few coins. I remember when bullion shot up in 2011, I had a whole bunch of silver dollars that I paid like $7, $8 for, and I wholesaled them. It was before or it was after 2011, I don't know. And I sold them for like $35 to another dealer. So I had them for like 10, 15 years. Next up, we got, will the Army Privy hold its own long-term due to lower mintage? Is it really a lower mintage, 100,000?
I mean, you never know.
It's not that low. The Army, the military privies will hold their value a little bit more because you have a lot of veterans out there that collect that stuff. And it's like the 2001 Buffalo. That's not a low mintage. The commemorative from 2001 and Proof and Anunk each have over 200,000, but yet they're around the $100 mark a piece.
It's always supply and demand. It's like how
many people want to keep it?
Yeah. Well, how many people is going to want them after the fact?
And how many people are going to keep it after they buy it? Demand is on the modern commemoratives. I feel the demand is, as far as wanting to keep it, is better for the long term than the demand right up front. Because when coins first come out, it's like anything else, whether it be a VCR or a brand new style TV. They're all high priced up front, and then they come down or they settle into the price. But I've noticed stuff like military commemoratives, they tend to hold their value better.
Yeah, and who's this guy? I thought he's supposed to be on vacation.
I thought you was on vacation, bro. That's why I didn't send you a link.
Are you on vacation?
Every time I buy a coin, I lose money. Yeah, right. What do you think about dealers will pay for the 2005 American Legacy Collection? Most dealers will buy them about 10% back of bid. What that is off on the gray sheet right now, I don't know. So, yeah, about 10% back of the gray sheet.
Why is the Morgan silver dollar not bringing a premium that it deserves?
Because they're bountiful. They're plentiful, whatever you want to say.
I think if they're in higher grade, they are bringing the premium
do bring
they
the
deserve.
Premium for higher quality.
But the mass-produced ones, that you just throw in the bowl, that's
when you really think about it, they really, even the lower grade ones, are bringing a nice premium. The silver in it's about $25.50, give or take 50 cents. But yet you can't buy them under $32 usually.
Yeah. So
I mean, occasionally you'll get somebody who's going to sell it to you for $30, but most of the time they're selling around the $35 mark for just the common ones that go in a bowl. But then, like she said, you get better ones or unique ones. Yeah,
the higher grade ones are bringing
even a common
premium.
Most 67s are $800 to $1,000. MS 67s. Is the Mint releasing anything in 2025 worth buying? I recommend buy all the high relief gold coins every year, even though they're going to be like 42.40, 42.80, somewhere in there. It might be down a little bit because gold went down, but they're going to be in the 4,200 range. I've noticed the high relief coins tend to go a little better.
Hello, Lisa.
I think the Privy ASCs make up the mintages on all ASCs this year.
Probably.
See, a lot of people are going to take that into account. They've got the 2025 Silver Eagle, then they get the Privies and everything. You missed the one below that.
What?
Right there. Directly below. And when you really think about it, is there that big of a difference with that small Privy? Yes, I am. That's why I'm just listening.
Hi,
it says Mid-American Coins. Good to have you here,
Hello,
Mike.
Mud Swat.
Hey, guys, tell Mike to hit that like button in case he forgets.
Yeah, don't forget to hit the like button, Mike, and you better be taking showers somewhere nice. What?
Do you come across the 1900 over CC Morgan very often? Usually about once a year, once every other year, I'll run across one. They're not very common. And when you're collecting coins, guys, the most important thing to remember when you collect is you want to go after coins that you don't see very often. And that is one of those coins. You don't see a lot of 20-cent pieces. You don't see 2-cent pieces, 3-cent pieces. You'll see a few low grades here and there all over the place. But to get a nice AU plus on any of these specimens, you just don't see them. The same with the Isabella quarter.
And Mike said they are going to release the Marvel Comics 1 Superman.
Yeah, and I'm really wanting the I'm thinking, and I'm just guessing. I don't know how much the half-ounce gold's going to be, but I'm thinking it's going to be around $2,300 to $2,500. I think I need to buy one of those. And the silver one, and the silver 2-ounce one.
Have a great night, Inkman.
Because I like Superman coins. Thanks for popping in, Inkman. Hey, those cookies that Charles made, Inkman, we didn't get no cookies from you, buddy. But the one that Charles L. made, they're all gone.
Hi, Penny Scout.
I just ate the rest of them today.
Mm-hmm. And then somebody said that their LCS said Morgans are on a cool down. Well, I don't see them cooling down.
No, we keep selling them pretty good. Our bowls, we've been keeping less than 20.
Yeah, our bowls get emptied out.
We've been keeping less than 20 on hand. Let's see what you want to do is whenever we're finished with the question, you just don't wait for the question marks. Just click the one you think's interesting. Yeah, but she's sitting here making me pause to talk to her.
Don't forget don't forget your thumb. Well, I mean, I've only been with you for like 24 hours. Do you think you should start collecting key dates instead of completing the set nickels and quarters?
On the quarters, yes. If it's Washington quarters, just go after the key dates. Go after your 32 DNS. Higher grade if you're going to collect the regular dates or want to put the set together. And then the 55D. Most of them, lower grades. If it's a 60 or low, if it's not an uncirculated, it's not worth collecting.
Hello, MJD. Hello, Kevin.
Matt Wing says, what was spot when you started stacking? When I started stacking, it was, well, theoretically,
we're kind of new to stacking.
Yeah, 2020 was.
We're numismatists.
We're numismatists.
We're numismatists.
Yeah, we love the art of collecting.
Yeah. We've only really started. We only really started stacking probably about
2020.
I was going to say about 5 years ago.
Yeah, when we started YouTube. Yeah. July 13th.
The YouTube people got us into stacking because we were numismatists.
I mean, I kept a little bit of, maybe $100 worth of 90, maybe 50 ounces of silver and 20 ounces of gold, but gold's cheaper than.
Hello, Silver Shelby.
So that made a big difference. I love collecting. I'm sorry. That's where my heart is.
Yeah, I
think the silver 1 ounce Superman's $135. Yes, it's they do have a price on the silver, and I'm gonna have to spring for it, though.
I think I really started stacking like what did it go down to? Like the COVID pricing. It was
the buy price was like $14, $15.
Yeah. So it went down to like freaking $12.
$11-12.
And I got everything that people
$14.50. We bought a bunch of it.
We're willing to sell for like we all of the like wholesalers, we stocked up on that. It sparked her
fire when she jumped on one of the wholesalers.
Yeah, I was
didn't increase the margins as it went down.
I was like, I don't care what it is, anything that's cheap, I'm getting it.
She bought a whole bunch of ounces for $14.50.
I did. I bought out everything I could find that didn't have the super high premium.
Yeah. Hello there, Miss Wendy says coins making sense. I need a 2020 Boba Fett. Says Penny.
I might have one, Penny Scott.
YouTube people got me going also. Yeah, it's definitely something to take into consideration when you're doing it. But just remember, stacking, it's okay to buy the expensive silver occasionally, but the main objective of stacking is to try to keep your cost per ounce average down as low as possible. So don't just stack the pretty Libertads or koalas or Boba Fett's or whatever, that stuff. Try to buy some of the generic stuff also. And the best way to average your silver costs down is with 90%. It's usually you can get it at or around melt if you're lucky. It depends on if it's auctioning, if it's bidding, where the premiums are at the time. There's a lot of different factors, but they're usually a little closer to the silver melt price.
Whoops.
How should you graded cents be stored so that they don't darken up over time? There is nothing you can do about it, MM.
Yeah. It's either going to do it or it's not.
It will, if you keep them stored in dark and don't use a lot of fluorescent lighting on them, keep them exposed to fluorescent, it will slow it down. But you could have a red cent right now, and depends on what it was exposed to before it went in the capsule.
Yeah.
If it's going to take 50 years or 200 years for that red cent to turn brown.
You would have to know, like what kind of exposure it had before it got sealed.
Superman loser. I will keep saying Batman every week, says Frank.
I'm Batman. I am
Batman. Superman.
Hi, John Camper. Hi, Ringmaster.
I like Superman. Batman's all right. Don't get me wrong. You know what makes Batman a superhero? It's not, he doesn't have no superpowers. It's his money. He buys and makes all these neat gadgets.
Ringmaster Ray, member for 43 months. What's this say?
Question.
Any further explanation on the 2018 Proof Gold Libertad? Why it measures outside the brackets on the Sigma? Have you handled these before?
I've had them, but I've never seen them measure outside the brackets. I've got some fractional 18s and stuff. I don't have 1 ounces. And they measured inside the brackets. Guys, when you're testing your gold and silver, you want to use different methods. Don't just use a Sigma. Use the ping tester. Use the weight. Even use the water method if necessary. Just make sure you pat it dry afterward. You know how it can suspend in the water.
Why does my thing have the crown? It's because you're talking a lot. That's why.
You got a crown?
Well,
Yeah, he
no.
does.
When whoever
He has a number 3 crown.
It goes to whoever's talked the most and whoever's been here the longest.
Actually, you can. I'm not asking you to do it, but there's a way to bypass it if you want the number 1. You get early. More points. You get more points towards that crown with super chats. I'm just saying. If you read it, if you click on it, it tells you what it does for you.
Yeah,
how to get it.
It's between
super chats gives you extra points. You only get so many points for being here.
You get points for super chats. You get points for being here the longest. So, like, if you came in and said hello 2 hours ago, you might stay on the top.
Yeah, but when a super chat, you get most points for the super chats, from what I understand. I could be mistaken, but that's what I heard. What is the water method? Well, when you put it in the water, if I remember right, you put a cup of water on there, and you put let me see. I don't have a string.
You're gonna put some.
No. You have a string or something around it, around your coin, and you put the water in it, and you tear it to 0. And when you put the coin in the water, if I remember right, once it's in the water, it should stay at 0. Because it's floating in the water. And I believe that's how you weigh it on the water. Seeker knows exactly. I don't remember exactly how to explain it, but Seeker done it. I think he's even done
There's
a video.
Some kind of ice thing, too, to let you know.
And you got the magnet test for the slide and stuff, but use different methods. Do you think the 1916D Mercury dimes are getting harder to find? Yes, I do.
Because everybody's hoarding them.
It's like gold.
That's the last one they get to finish their set.
And they don't let it go until they die or get a better one.
Yeah, it's either upgrade or death. That's how people get them.
It was great to see you with Ida, but I really believe that you much better sitting next to your man.
I know. I do miss Ida, though. But
yeah, it was definitely hard without her.
Yeah, Sunday. Sunday, I felt so bad for Keith Sunday, for real.
And finally in the chat, she goes, you're making more work for yourself. I was starting to already get kind of wore out.
He was getting overwhelmed because I wasn't there to, like,
and she goes, you're just making more work for yourself. And then when I read her message, I realized, shit, I am. Because I was doing buy nows and stuff. And those, when you do those, it really cranked the work.
Yeah. And then Kevin said, specific density test, measure how much water is displaced.
Yeah, it shouldn't, though. If I remember right, Kevin, doesn't the water weight stay the same as long as it doesn't touch the sides or something like that? Maybe Kevin can type it in the chat. I don't remember exactly how it works.
All things being equal, you buy a 1909 SVD brown because you could lose value if you pay for red and it starts turning.
True there, Frank, but my opinion on red and red brown and brown, I like to buy them brown with a hint of red or red brown. There's not a lot of value difference in the red brown versus brown like there is with the red scent. So that is something I am actually looking for, what is it, a 1955 doubled die, Lincoln scent. And I want it to be an AU58 red brown, and it's hard to find. I haven't found one yet. I keep finding a brown, but not red brown.
I like the old, like, half cents and large cents with just a little hint of red in it.
If I can find a brown one that looks almost like a red brown, I'd buy it. But every brown one, they're just like a dark chocolate, and I don't want that.
Hi, Soup.
I want to be able to enjoy it for a few
Penny
years.
Scout said, I have done the water one, and it's insanely accurate. It's called specific gravity test, and all metals have their own.
Yeah. There it is. You just got to look it up on the internet how to do it. I'm just a guy. I don't know nothing.
Hey,
hey, just a guy. Hello, Squirrel. Thank you. Boom. $5 super chat. Hey, that should move them up a little bit. Whether it gets them to the top 3 or not, it's another story.
Well, on the thing I'm looking at, I can't see the crowns. But yeah, I always love it when I go in and I steal somebody's crown.
Yeah, it's a specific gravity test. Yeah, just look when I don't remember how to do something, because there's a lot of information stored up here with all the dates, the key dates, and so even if I think I remember how to do it, I still look it up to make sure I'm doing
Yeah,
it right.
at this age, you need a brain refresher.
Yeah, my chair's messed up on me.
What's
It's
wrong?
it's making me swing back. I'm gonna feel like I'm falling out of it.
Well, yeah, last time you almost fell back and broke my chair again, man. We had to start a new chair
I broke
fund.
one of them. Yeah,
That
Michael, if you
that
helped us
was
buy it
funny.
last
Yeah,
time.
that was funny though.
I did break one.
Yeah,
I was
there's
sitting in
a
it.
short video um somewhere where
Yeah.
he fell back and broke the arm off the chair.
Yeah, I don't remember.
And I had to make a short video of it. It
Yeah,
was funny.
just type in broken chair if you're on a computer and
Or,
see if it comes up.
yeah, I don't know.
Or funny video or something. There's one where she does the what's that called? The Crip Keeper or whatever.
Oh yeah, the Crip Keeper.
Where she screams at me, she heckles or whatever. All right, if you guys got sensitive ears, kind of lower your voice.
What, you're gonna make me do the Crip Keeper right now?
Yeah, you should do it. You should do it. Hey.
All right.
Yeah. I'm just fixing to have everybody put a number in and you got me.
Oh, too late.
So you gotta watch her. When you drive slow, you see a lot. Yes, you do. You can do that when you read slow.
I think he's making fun of you for driving slow. You're welcome.
I do see a lot when I drive slow.
All right.
I actually drove. I drove back from.
And Soup has been missing. No, Keith will probably break this chair.
Yeah, this one's
he'll
not
go, he'll go through the wall like the Kool-Aid man.
That's really funny.
I'll get him Sunday.
That chair at the shop is like 17 years old, and it's still better than all these brand new chairs.
These chairs are funky.
I guess paying $100 to $150 isn't as good as paying $600 for a chair.
Hi, Brian.
Because that chair cost us like $600. Like two of them. I got one. He took his with him.
Mike still has his too.
Yeah. 17 years later.
Maybe we need to figure out
the Broyhills.
what brand that is and try to get one.
Broyhill. Oh, they're probably like $1,000 now. They're deluxe office chairs. They were real fancy.
Yeah, these are all like gamer chairs.
No, they're really good chairs.
This is a gamer chair.
You can never pay too much for a good, if it's actually a good chair.
Yeah, because it lasts.
Some of these people selling these chairs, they'll fool you and they'll put a high price tag on them and still a piece of crap chair. So don't let the price fool you into thinking it's a good chair. Make sure you know the brand.
Yes. Whenever I tickle Keith, I have to.
Oh, yeah.
I have to hold the. He's scared right now.
Yeah.
I have to hold the chair, or he will go through the wall. Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, like.
Hey, remember them commercials? When we was kids, the old Kool-Aid pitcher jumping through the asbestos walls and everything. No lid on the top of the pitcher. We drank that shit.
Yeah, that was a Dane Cook skit.
Yeah, we drank that shit. We drink out of water hose, all that stuff.
Yeah, remember Dane? I already forgot his last name.
Dane Cook. You just said
it. Dane Cook. It was Dane Cook, yeah.
What's in 1791 Georgia 11 Del Grade worth except Rod? I have no idea.
I don't even know.
I got too much information up here to remember all the prices. The prices I remember are things I deal with all the time. That is not something I deal with all
I don't even know what that is, so.
I do appreciate you asking.
2 for flinching.
I'll let the next one down.
What?
Right there. Please begin questions with 3 question marks to make sure your questions are noticeable. So, yeah. I can see it better.
I can see clearly now. Snap into a Slim Jim.
Well, if you're going to read it out loud.
Well, my arm starts getting pulled out of socket. But I'm faster at finding stuff than you. Oh, there's one. There's some question marks.
Tommy Stacker, thank you, my friend, for the comment. Have you found the PVC Flips damage coins if stored in them long term?
Oh, yeah.
PVC does damage your coins. If you are using PVC Flips, and you should be practicing this anyway, it does damage them less if you keep your environment at a controlled temperature. Yeah. And when I say controlled, I'm not talking, it's 60 or it's 65 at night and 70 in the day. That's not controlled. That's moving too much. Just within a couple degrees
We
just nice, steady, keep the heat or air coming on all the time.
We have some videos back in the beginning of our channel where people would bring in the stuff in the PVC, and a lot of times it would turn them like green and slimy.
Either way, even if you keep it in a controlled environment, it can still PVC.
Put some of those
packaging can damage it.
What are those stay dry packages with your stuff? But I mean, I just recommend not using it.
Yeah. Store your coins in low moisture.
Dry place. Hello, Ron.
Ron says, morning, all. What are we looking at?
Grocery. Do you need anything?
I don't know. Do I need anything? Yeah, Cocoa Pebbles. Get the bigger box. That little one. We bought a box of Cocoa Pebbles last week.
Cocoa Puffs.
Cocoa Pebbles. Wow. 3 bowls of cereal. The thing was so small. It's like 10 ounces or something.
Yeah, they replaced the family size with the smaller one.
Yeah.
When will Mexico Libertads be added to the gray sheet?
I don't know. They got pandas in there if you go online and look online, not on.
Yeah, they have pandas now on the gray sheet.
I have no idea. I know they've gotten hot over the past 10 years. Add a 69 D over D penny, come back as no grade due to PVC residue.
Wow, that bites.
And that is really something. They won't grade a coin if it has PVC residue, but they will grade a dipped coin as long as you didn't damage it where they call it cleaned.
Well, a lot of times they'll call it environmental damage.
Yeah, well, no, PVC, you literally say PVC damage.
Yeah.
They don't say environmental.
And that's what's messed up because, it only took like 20 years for them to figure out, hey, this PVC ruins shit.
And then Dale M says down here, the same for his 1890 CC. Brian, look at that. PVC damage. I've had that happen before.
I mean, the PVC, it's soft, it stays flexible. The non-PVC over time does get flaky, but at least your coin is safe.
No, it literally gets brittle, not flaky.
Well, that's what I mean, brittle. It gets brittle.
Sometimes the PVC plastic, the PVC is added to make it more bendable.
Yeah. If it smells like a curtain, don't put a shower curtain.
If it smells like a shower curtain,
do not put your coins in it.
Because it's probably the PVC you're smelling.
If it smells like a shower curtain. What? This one?
Bobby Jean, yeah, that one works too. Just got a panda and a lid. Cool, man.
Hi, Bobby Jean.
Here we go. Yeah. There it is. People welcome you back.
I said, hey, Bobby Jean.
PVC is very soft and flexible. You know it when you have it. There's actually another type of plastic. I don't know what it is that is semi-soft, but it doesn't have PVC in it. It's not as brittle as most.
Yeah.
But there's something up with it. I just don't trust that either.
Don't trust it.
If it's not brittle, don't trust it. Even your 2x2 cardboards that you fold over and staple, that plastic it's kind of brittle too. Average price $18.57 over 8 Flying Eagles. Metal detected 7 of them in northern British Columbia. Is that British Columbia, Canada? Is that how that's?
I think so.
BC, Canada.
BC, Canada, yeah. Well, that's pretty cool.
Yeah, that's real cool.
As long as they're not environmentally damaged. I think he was saying 57 through 58.
Well, there's only 2 years if you don't count the 56.
Yeah. Where's that? Flips.
HDPE, high density polyethylene. That's what the stuff that is semi-soft is, I believe. Did you know bubble gum is actually? I believe it.
I meant to grab something else.
I believe it.
Are all flips made of PVC?
No,
but you'd probably want to get a flip that says PVC free.
It's always best to do that. Why don't PCS and DC give a price guides a value of foreigns? Do you think they ever will?
There's too many.
No, yeah, but the thing about it is we got a book and it's about 4 or 5 inches thick.
And that's
1 century.
That's just for 100 years.
For 1 century. When you look at the world coins, you can buy a world coin book for a specific country, But for PCGS or NGC or any of the grading service to put the price on every single coin in the world, I don't even think they could afford all the servers that will be needed to upkeep it.
When they grade them, don't they have?
They put them on their site.
Yeah, don't they? Because sometimes they'll have like a price guide on their site, like what it's going for, but that's just based on auction records and stuff like that.
Yeah, there's over 180 different countries in the world, and we're one of the youngest countries except for name change countries.
So which on plastic flips best? I don't.
Just
PVC free. Make sure it's PVC free.
Make sure it says PVC free. It's a little bit more rigid versus. So you can. This isn't a flip, but here you go. With a PVC flip, if it has PVC, it's gonna roll and bend. But with a PVC free flip, you're gonna hear it as you fold it. You're gonna hear it. It's gonna click like that. A soft plastic one won't.
Most coins
are either soft plastic or hard plastic, and they're both just as thick. One just feels like it's
most coins are safe if you put them in those the 2x2 staplers. Does anybody see my stapler?
My first introduction to Benjis was 30 years ago. When my dad passed, he left me 2 cigar boxes filled with Benjis and Walker F dollars.
And now you love them.
You love them and hold them, and they are your best
friend.
They even recycle bubble gum in some countries. All righty, Frank.
Choose one, AGBU or 1909 SDB to be at the same price. 1
09 SBDB. So that's going to be like a low uncirculated grade. I would still take that over a gold eagle. You say gold eagle?
Is it a 1 ounce gold eagle?
I'm saying a 1 ounce gold eagle.
I'll take the gold eagle, man.
But you can have an MS 63. Yeah, an MS 63 09 SBDB. I'd rather have that. I don't know. I'm a collector.
Do you happen to know if you have an 1853 half dime BFXF?
Just sold a 51. I don't think I have a 53. No.
You had to email us so we could remember it.
Yeah, that'd be the best thing to do, Danny. VFXF. I probably don't in a VFXF. If I had one, it'd probably be more like a VG fine.
I mean, we did make a video with the PVC, and it was nasty.
Yeah. Just type in our search engine or on our YouTube channel. Just type in PVC and see if something comes up. Should be one. Yeah, she did the video. Should we be buying 90% Constitution or 99? I recommend
both.
Yeah, both. But if you have to choose, 90%. If you have to choose, but otherwise both.
So far, so good. Capsules are safe.
They are safe, but they're not airtight.
You still have to store them properly, though. Brand of soft plastic holder. I don't know any.
Guardian has PVC flips. Now they have that semi-soft plastic Guardhouse, rather, not Guardian. Guardian's the armored truck company. Guardhouse. They have the pages that are semi-soft. I don't know if they have flips or not. Guardhouse tends to be mostly produce PVC-free stuff. Make sure it says it on the product you buy from them, because I'm sure they sell PVC stuff also at a lesser price. So cheaper is not always better when it comes to supplies.
You're welcome, Jonathan.
I just looked up non-PVC flips are made of polyethylene, whatever.
Terephthalate.
Yes.
Polyethylene.
And you want to look for that. If they give what it's made out of, it'll say PET or it'll say PVC or whatever.
Yeah, make sure you put some of those stay dry packs in your gun safe, Baba Jean.
Yes, definitely. And keep your climate temperature controlled. Don't be letting it swing from 75 degrees all the way down to 50 degrees. Oh, I got to save money at night, so let's turn the heat way down. No, I don't do that. I keep it. If it's collectibles, I try to keep that room at or about the same temperature.
And it's hot in this room.
I know, because the door's shut.
I wonder if like the vents are covered or something.
I don't know what's up. This room's always funny temperature. I guess I could open the door real quick.
Well, no, the cats will come in.
Well, we'll just have you guys want to deal with cats?
No, it's fine. I'm not that hot.
I don't know. It's kind of hot, man.
It's getting hot in here.
Yeah, stay dry in your gun safe. That's right. We bought some safes from
Amazon.
Amazon.
We bought one
steel case, and they sold us heat bars. They're called humidity bars, and they plug in. And yeah, our safe's got USB cords in them. They've got power going to them. Everything.
Just depends on supply
and demand would make the price. It's usually within 2 points of what I'm selling it for.
Collecting is my thing. I have no problem with stacking for future assets, but I have learned more history collecting than I ever have studying history, and that was my major in college. Well, that's cool.
The thing about collecting that a lot of people don't tell you.
We are home. This is a green screen.
Yeah, that people don't tell you about collecting is that coin, it's one of the smallest canvases in the world. Art to the max.
What's a full ASE BU book filled worth? Some cunning LCS gave my daughter an empty one for free.
What's it worth? You figure plus $5 to $7 per ounce. So
and then
you're talking 41 to 44 right in there.
There's a couple key dates.
Couple key dates. So I don't know, 40 times 1,600, 1,700, somewhere in there.
Coin safe in your gun safe.
Yeah, you can do that too.
Hey, Mustang Dave.
I'm going to have to take this over because you're moving too slow.
Well, I'm reading everything. I'm just not putting it up.
Do squirrels fly? Hey, I got tissues over here.
There are flying squirrels. Yeah, but these tissues have lotion in them.
Yeah, you see that lotion plus lotion.
Mustang Dave's so cheap he couldn't even opt for the lotion tissues.
Woolcheck says, agree with Sue. Nice to find out the history of a coin. Yeah, there's no doubt about that. Case size for bars, some 1 ounce or different case sizes.
Yeah, I don't.
On the bars, they tend to differ more than.
Yeah, the older bars, I can't find any cases for them, so I just put them in tube. Hi, Mr. and Mrs. West Texas.
The Silver Eagle book does start at 1986. That's the first year. Now, if you're collecting on the Silver Eagles, and this is something good to know, you can collect them as a single, or you can collect them by the roll set. Just put every roll. But if you're doing that, remember 87 and 21, you need 2 rows to do that set, because the 87, you had 2 different rows.
Like pipes.
It looks like a clear pipe with 2 orange caps. Yeah. The 86 comes like that, and the 87 comes like that, and then they switch to the green lid. And in 2021, you have 2 types on the reverse. You've got the heraldic eagle and the clipped wing eagle. I don't know what it's called. I just call it clipped wing eagle. So that's something to know about if you're collecting them by the roll. You need both of them from 1987.
If you want original rolls, yeah.
If you want original rolls, yeah. You go ahead. I don't see no question marks. Oh, righty.
What's this say?
I don't know.
Plus 26 bobbleheads.
Oh, you're talking about the large cents. There are a lot of variety. And you know, the thing about the large cents, a lot of people don't realize it, but the 1857 is actually harder to get. And the same thing with the half cent. It's actually harder to get than the other 1850 coins, 1850 half cents and 1850 large cents. The short printed, kind of like the 1947 mint mark on the Walker halves.
Picked up a Spokane bullion, 4.75 ounce Engelhard, says less than 100. Is that accurate?
Allengelhard.com.
Yeah, go on allengelhard.com.
It'll give you a less than and a greater than. You look for your bar that you have, and they have different ones. Allengelhard.com.
He said they're all in XF condition.
Oh, that's pretty cool. And she missed question marks here.
Higher cake?
Yeah.
That was the question marks. Pie or cake?
Yeah, there it is.
Well, I like
Pie. Pie.
Cheesecake.
Pie.
But cheesecake is also constituted as pie because it's in a crust. So I like the cheesecake pie.
Okay, here we go. 10-minute warning. If you guys haven't hit the like button yet, please do. Let Mrs. Coin Crew know that you appreciated her coming on tonight. So if there's not enough likes,
we
she's
need to
going to
make
know
a poll.
You got to do the
Angel or Mike. No, I'm not always feeling up to it. I just figured since I came back, I should crash Keith's show.
333 gold
Mike's
slab. Goodbye ATM. Yeah, pre-33 gold. I love buying that. It doesn't matter to me if it's slabbed or not. Why do birds suddenly appear every time you are near?
Why do birds suddenly appear?
What's up, Great Scott?
Every time you are near.
I'm in Audi 5000. Have a wonderful evening. Oh, I am Audi.
Audi. Have a good one, Brian. Thank you for joining us.
Thanks for joining us, my friend. Yeah, we've got less than 10 minutes here. Silver Chupacabra, what's up?
Thank you, Kevin.
Better than Mike, just saying, says Jet Mac. I don't know about all that.
I'm not as knowledgeable as Mike.
The
squirrels are real. Hi, Dandy Dave. Hi, Great Scott.
Yeah, I don't even know if we're gonna get it. I don't even think we're gonna get a short out of this one. I don't know. We'll run through the AI stuff and see if it produces.
Hey man, I think I've been doing pretty good at.
But I mean the AI stuff. It sits there and it pulls shorts out of this video, and I've been putting them up.
You wear shorts. Yeah, that's a good buy,
Jonathan.
I think so.
Sanabria, pre-23 Morgans rated 21. G+. I think that's a great buy.
Yeah, $30. That's a great buy.
That's a great buy. That's not a lot of premium because the Morgan silver dollars melt at or around $25.50 plus or minus 50 cents. Dealers got to pay over to get them. Nobody wants to, and then sometimes people don't even want to sell them to us for the $30 mark. So yeah, that's a great buy. Next up, AZ says, I think
I'm going to my two boys to finish their own book. They both need the 1909 SVB.
Tell them, start cutting some grass. You know, I used to do that when I was staying with my sister up in Indianapolis at the time.
Great Scott did the math. Melt is $27.80, so I think $30 is pretty good.
Okay, so I was off. I didn't know what exactly. I didn't do it. It's 0.76.
Yeah, I mean, $30 is pretty good for a piece of history.
It's 0.76 times spot. That accounts for a slight bit of wear. I have a 1 kilo Silvertown bar. Says fine. Is that a vintage kilo?
I know the FS is retro.
I don't know without seeing it, Mr. and Mrs. Texas Stacker. But if it looks vintage, it most likely is. But they have been doing some newer silver pours from Silvertown.
Have a good night.
Be aware of that,
Lisa.
Because... yeah, 10% premium on collectible silver and 90%, as long as it's not damaged, is still collectible. And a lot of people don't realize that. People will say, oh, junk silver all the time. And I'm like, it's not junk silver unless it's damaged. It's constitutional.
Yeah. We
junk is what you melt.
Yeah. We ship to the U.S. Yeah.
I don't melt the 90%.
I don't consider constitutional junk unless it's actually junk, like it's damaged,
excessively wore or
super
damaged.
Wore or damaged.
We give those away.
That's the only thing I would consider junk.
Yeah, we give those away. You just got to come to the Sunday Funday auctions, and we give that low grade silver away for free because we still don't want to melt that.
I have a 99 marked fine, but only measured as sterling on the Sigma. Can that be real?
It could have a little bit of film on it on the coin.
Yeah, the Sigmas aren't 100%.
That's why you need to use more than one method of testing. Ping testers do pretty good with 999 stuff.
High silver oceans, yeah, but if it's super thick, it's like almost impossible to.
Yeah, they
have to be like dung 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 dung.
Definitely hard to do it. 5-minute warning says against an army of shadows.
Mustang Dave is a constitutional hoarder. We know. Well, these are fancy.
They still work.
Those are fancy tissues. They got the lotion. It rubs the lotion on its skin. But Keith had to get out his hanky because he's
Because
crying.
Mustang Dave's here, and I have a feeling
He's crying about how much Mustang Dave has gotten from him.
Yeah. Hey, it's all fun though, my friends. All fun. It's all good. Constitutional silver. I hoard that stuff too. I have tons of it, just not this year. Been a tight year. Mudswat's got something to say. He says China makes fake that contain less silver but are still made of silver.
On key date stuff, yeah, they'll make a they'll make it out of silver, so it's not as detectable.
And I'm not throwing another country under the bus. Don't get me wrong. This is not what I'm trying to do. But as a dealer, I have experienced silver that is below what is actually marked on it. Like say jewelry, sterling, that says 925. It's usually testing like 75, 80% when it is from Mexico. So, and I don't mean to throw them under the bus, but from my experience, I always pay less for Mexico silver without even testing it because I know most of it's not 92.5%. So be careful when you buy stuff that says made in Mexico, unless it's a reputable
they
country.
don't have it as a strict of a policy. And he said
it was a 5-ounce single hard bar.
In like poured bars.
Oh yeah.
Well, when bars are poured, sometimes it could be a little wonky in different areas because of the way it like cooled or whatever.
Yeah. And another thing, I mentioned that Silvertown's been doing some newer pours. A company bought the Engelhard name, and they've been producing some 5-ounce Engelhard bars that are new. You can tell the difference from the new ones and the vintage.
I agree with you 100%, Tommy Stacker.
No doubt. Sig machines should not cost as much as you do since they are not 100% accurate. Even if they was 100% accurate, they shouldn't cost that much.
Well, I mean,
$1,000 for the cheap one.
Well, and nobody can afford the X-ray machines.
Yeah, the X-ray machines are like $25,000.
Yeah,
I'm gonna retire before I buy one of them.
I don't think we probably never will. Yeah, we'll just go somewhere else.
I'll just borrow somebody else's X-ray gun. I send everything to the refiner if I don't trust my tester and I'm questionable about whether it's real or not, and I've accidentally bought it.
Take it to the refiner.
I'll just send it to the refiner. I don't purposely sell that kind of stuff. If I'm not sure, it's not getting sold. Silver Oceans. What is this?
He goes, don't squirrel away that like button. Yeah, don't forget, hit us with the thumb.
Do it now.
It helps us. It helps our algorithm.
Deuce Bigelow says,
yeah.
Do it.
No, he goes, you can do it.
That's right. You can do it too.
You can do it. It's just one little hit on the thumb.
Telling you. I don't know what it is. She's good like that.
Anyone
Makes me
that
smile.
knows anything, the Sunday is Funday with the Coin Crew. Great friends and fantastic deals. Yes.
Yes, just ask Mustang.
Fun.
Just ask Mustang Dave.
Yeah, we like to pick on people too, so.
Yeah. Dude, this is the straight up truth. I kid you not. This past Sunday, on Sunday Funday, someone bought a 1922 D penny. I'm thinking it was probably, I don't know, VG fine, $8. $8.
Keith pulled out the Mustang Dave tissue.
I said, I got my Mustang Dave tissues right now, and I'm wiping my face. $8 for a 22D. Gee.
The dealer I am looking at is $5 difference on VG plus over G. Is there really a difference? Sorry, I'm new to the Constitutional Collection Silver game.
No, Constitutional Silver, there shouldn't be a difference if it's like Mercury dimes, Roosevelt dimes. Well, your Mercuries may cost you different price than your Roosevelts. But anything, unless it's barber stuff, you can get Walkers, Mercuries, Roosevelt, Washingtons. You can get all of those. Whatever the price is for a G, it's going to be the same price for a VG all the way up until VF.
A lot of times, though, it's about appeal.
Yes.
I mean, if it looks good for that, even though, like, the details are off.
Yeah, but a G is almost dateless sometimes, and a VG is just a little bit stronger date.
Yeah. That's
like a Buffalo nickel. You got two numbers in the date or 4 numbers.
I say it's all about eye appeal.
But yeah, there shouldn't be a difference in your average Constitutional for a G or a VG. Now, if it's an XFAU, yes, there could be a difference.
What, you seen something?
G4 barbers is $24. Yes, they're a lot more expensive, and there is a difference in price on the, as I said, on the barbers. They're going to charge you on each grade.
Oh, he's talking about Morgan's.
Morgan's, they will charge you on each grade. But I'm
Between
talking here.
G and VD
Yeah,
and
there's a
Morgan's.
difference.
He was talking about Morgan's. Hello, Gary.
What's the minimum weight of precious metal dealers? A dealer needs to do business with a refiner. I can do it with an ounce, except I got to pay them.
Yeah.
They charge you $75 and then a percentage.
So
I can do 1 ounce, but I would be paying them.
Yeah.
You try to do as much as you possibly can because they
charge you a fee.
They charge you a fee up front.
So you want to you have to
and depending on how much business you would do with that refiner would depend on whether you're paying 2%, 5%, or 7%. The amount of business you do with them is going to make a difference of that percentage. And when you send in 1,000 or 2,000 ounces of, 1,000 or 2,000 penny weights or grams of gold, that's huge. Every percent. I mean, you talk an ounce of gold, let's say it's 14 karat gold, 58% pure. 1% is a difference of $15 an ounce, and you got 20 ounces, that's $15. I mean, I'm not sure if that's the exact math. You got like $300 to $500 difference just because of the amount of business. That's not that you can do with a refiner.
Yeah.
So yeah, you can send it any amount you want. You just have to pay attention to the shipping fees, the processing fee, the paperwork fee, all that stuff. They all get you. They get you coming and going, man.
Oh, we got stalled there. I thought nobody else said anything, but.
Well, you're the one who let it stall.
See you Sunday. I didn't stall it. Great Scott. Night, y'all.
Yeah, it's about time to go, guys. We have been here for an hour.
Again.
Thank you so much for being here. We really appreciate it.
Yeah.
And as Against an Army says, all likes are greatly appreciated.
And I missed you guys, so.
So we're going to have Floyd live on Friday at 10:30 Eastern time. If you guys enjoy Floyd or you want to come over and say hi, hit the like button. We'd appreciate it. 10:30 on this channel. If you want to check out Mrs. Coin Crew videos, she put up a lot of videos while she was on vacation. One question I want to handle before we end. This is very important, too. Thank you, Mr. and Mrs. West Texas Stacker. I get tongue-tied there for a second.
Personally, I want to say it first. Personally, I don't think that it's worthwhile grading modern stuff.
Are some modern coins we're sending off to get graded? Flowing hair, $1 Buffalo Marine Corps coins. I think ones that come out the high relief gold, there's a different one every year. That maybe, but most generally, if you want that MS70 or that Proof 70 on your modern coins, you're more likely better off going out and buying it because the odds of getting a 70 are less than 50%. So you pay that grading fee of $20 or $40 or $50.
If you send it off and get a 69, you basically wasted your money.
Yes, that is the thing. A 69 is the same price value as an OGP.
But personally, I could care less if it's 69 or 70. I'd rather have it in the OGP.
I like OGP. I did not send my flowing hair off. I didn't think it was worth the money. I almost bought a 70 though. I
missed you guys. That's what, so even if Mike was here, I was still going to crash in on you guys. So we appreciate you guys.
Yeah, and then we will see those of you that want to come Friday
at Floyd Live if you're not working. And
Sunday Funday.
So
we're going to let her end this out, and I'm going to keep talking until she ends it.
What do you mean me end? Why do I have to end it?
You got to hit the button so I can keep talking.
I got to hit the end.
Seriously, thanks, guys.
Okay, yeah. I'm going to cut you off midstream.
We'll see you guys when we see you. Have a great night.
Appreciate y'all. Have a great night.
Bye.
Mwah.